night is over, I will guide you home.
Hi friends, welcome back to our home for another video. My name is Brittany and today we have a lot to get done. So this is going to be categorized as like a do more day, so you'll find it under that playlist. This is essentially just a massive whole house declutter. What prompted this is I found out recently that our neighborhood does a community-wide yard sale, and it is a couple weeks from now. Well, from the time I'm doing this, we're less than 2 weeks away, and so it really just prompted me to go through my house. I wanted to see if I could participate. I want to get to know my neighbors and just be part of community events. Plus, I love to yard sale, so I figured I would go through and just see if we would have enough to put into our yard sale. And I was very surprised with how much I came up with to set aside. I promise I started this thinking I might have a few things, but it wouldn't be enough and worth the work to actually be part of the yard sale and have stuff out. And then I just figured I would donate it. But I was, like I said, so surprised with how much I actually set aside and was willing to part with. I'm the type of person that if I come to a decision that I don't want an item anymore, I just get it out of my house right away. I don't like things to pile up. In the past, it's been because we didn't have the space, but I also just hate clutter. I hate knowing that things are in my space that I don't want anymore. So, again, I was so surprised, but we're starting off in my basement. What you saw me just go through was a couple boxes my mom actually brought up of old stuff, very old stuff. So that was easy to get rid of most of that. And then I went through the leftover fall decor. If you saw my fall decorate video last week, I had a few things left over. And so I went through that and got rid of some things that I didn't use this year and don't anticipate using again. And so that went into it. So now we're over into the area that you saw in my last Do More Day video. I just very briefly went through. These are all of the artwork that we had not gone through since we moved because our walls weren't painted, we weren't ready for it, and I got rid of a lot of this stuff. A lot of the decor I just wasn't fitting into my style. We found some old pictures from our wedding. So it was nice to go through all this stuff. And so you'll see me over the next few minutes go through all the decor, and then I move into the rest of the storage down here before I move upstairs after my son wakes up. So if you've got some stuff to get done today, this is the video to do it along with me because we are buckling down and getting it done.
All this time you thought we'd never pay the price. In the game of love, you have to roll the dice. My heart got 7 years to life. 7 years to life. I've been told that time will heal all our wounds and our sorrows too. No more clouds, no more rain. I need sun to ease my pain. Before this night is over, I will guide you home. All this time you thought we'd never pay the price. In the game of love, you have to roll the dice. My heart got 7 years to life.
through all of this Christmas decor really got me excited to decorate for Christmas. I love decorating for fall and Christmas. I think that's pretty unanimous across most people, but I really struggle, I think, between mixing the different styles that I like. So I find myself when I think about decorating, I want to be more like elegant and timeless and more on the vintage scale, but also modern and simple. But then once I get to actually decorating, I definitely lean more towards traditional, very obvious Christmas. And so I definitely struggle with mixing the two, but I have a thing for trees and snowmen. I'm not a big like Santa Claus person, so but I overload. I compensate for the snow with the snowmen and the trees. So but it was definitely fun to go through this and just trying to see what I could get rid of that didn't fit into either of those styles that I lean more towards. I think I had some things that were gifted to me that I like that. We call her Angel Martha because she definitely looks down from the tree with a judgmental stare. And so we don't particularly like decorating with her. So that she went hopefully to a good home that felt more peace from her than judgment. But I'm really excited to decorate this year because a lot of the things that I had in these Christmas bins I have thrifted or bought since the last Christmas season. So I haven't been able to decorate with them yet. But also, we're in a new home. So, when you're in a space for a little while, you kind of know where you're going to put things or where things work best. And so this year it's going to be a whole new experience. So for all of those reasons, I'm really excited. But just getting rid of some things that, again, didn't fit into either of those styles. And then I go into the spring stuff, but I don't decorate a ton in the spring holidays, which maybe will change now that we have a little kid and want to make those holidays fun too, like Valentine's Day and Easter. I like to look at the actual history of those holidays and kind of celebrate in that way rather than wearing green for St. Patrick's Day. So I like going a little bit deeper and having more fun with it. But anyway, all that to say, we're chipping away, getting a little bit more donated. You could see I already have quite a bit set aside. I don't get rid of a ton from the other side of the storage area just because those are like baby clothes that we anticipate needing again. So, but you'll also see me put together a tree soon that I found at Goodwill. I don't know, maybe a month ago. I found it for $5. It's a 6-foot artificial tree, and I wanted to make sure that it had all of the pieces because if not, I'll put it into the yard sale. But it had all the pieces, so score there. But you'll see me do that really quickly just to go through that and do a diligent sweep through all of the stuff. So, anyway, let me stop talking and let you listen to some music and hopefully chip away at your own list of things that you need to get done.
Wait for the wind, wait for the night. Stand here a while, take a little time. Since you went away, it came to a halt. Silence is everywhere, and you're not. And now I'm running like there's no tomorrow. My life was on a one-way track. This ain't a story about happy ending. Oh, I could set this world on fire. I could tear this town apart. I tried, but I
here's a quick little overview of all that we've set aside so far. This is the spring section, Christmas, wall decor. These two boxes are the stuff my mom brought up that was really old. We have fall and then more of the home items. We're going to say hi to my son and then take advantage and do upstairs.
Hey. Can you say hi? Say hi. Hi.
I should set this world on fire. I should tear this town apart. I'm hurting just to feel my body. I'm breaking just to be apart. I try, but I can never be for you. And you beautiful life. Your beautiful life. Oh, I wish that I could ease your sorrow. I wish that I could ease your pain. This ain't a story about happy endings. We should set this world on fire. We should tear this town apart. Every breath makes me weak and tired. We should never be more than friends. I try, but I can never be for you. Hey, you beautiful life. You beautiful life.
When I went through his room, there really wasn't a whole lot to declutter. I think I decluttered a small little sign that was gifted to us when we had Judson, that said like family of three or something like that. And we've just kept it because it was a gift. But I went ahead and decluttered that. His closet was pretty much organized. I had started to set aside clothes that he was too small, that were too small for him. And I have those in a bag. I'll take that bag down and I need to get a bin to put in the basement with those for baby number two if it's a boy. But I'm sure we'll be adding to that bag as we transition into the fall. So I'm just going to leave that up there. All the bins in the closet were pretty much organized. There we had clothes that he'll grow into, books he'll grow into. I'm just slowly adding to his library, so they're up there, and then the other ones are just typical, nursery stuff. Um, and the bathroom didn't have anything to declutter. I did get rid of a couple extra shower curtains that we had from the linen closet. Um, we don't need them anymore for our room, so I went ahead and added that to the yard sale pile, and then just a couple random things from the laundry room. Now we're in the playroom, and as you can see, it's a hot mess. He plays hard in here. I'm just going to try and set some stuff aside that I notice he doesn't play with. That rug was left here from the previous owner, and it doesn't stay flat. It bunches up, and I mean, he doesn't really play on it, so I'm going to go ahead and add that and a couple of these sensory balls like that I got a pack whenever he was much younger, that have the different textures on the balls, but he never really played with them before, and I figured there are plenty other things that we could do for that for baby number two. So we really didn't take too much out. He plays with a lot of the stuff, but it's just chaotic. So once we get the built-ins, I think it'll be a good solution for that. But I think that's it for up here, after we're done with the playroom, we'll move to the main floor and just do a really quick sweep down there, get rid of a handful of things, not too much, but um, then that will be it for this day. And then I do come back tomorrow, the next day after this was filmed, to finish it out on my closet. So it did span across a couple days, but I only spent a couple hours on each day to get this taken care of. And as you'll see at the end, we have quite a pile going on for the yard sale. So stay tuned and see all the things that we were able to declutter.
We left our love with question marks, with broken hearts. I went all my life without you. Something right could be so wrong. Carry on, cause I know I have to let you go. I know it's bad to take a leap into my world of fantasies, but we will make it all the way somehow. But I know now when I wake up, I just have to put my feet back on the ground. And I will start all over here without you. But something right could be so wrong. I carry on, cause I know I have to let you go again. I know it's bad to take a leap into my world of fantasies, but we will make it all the way somehow. But I know now when I wake up, I just have to put my feet back on the ground. Come back, oh my God, it's you again. Once we were more than friends, darling, how you've been. I miss your smile. Oh my God, it's you again. So many years has gone, now you're back again. I cannot pretend it's always you. But I know now when I wake up, you will come back. Oh my God, it's you again. Once we were more than friends, darling, how you've been. I miss your smile. Oh my God, it's you again. Once we were more than friends. I did not pretend. It's always you in the
I have to be very careful when I go through the books. Most of these are my husband. I think we have at least 15 boxes of books. It's a lot of reference books. He wants to be a professor. He's getting his PhD soon. Well, not a professor. He used to want to be a professor. Anyway, it's a long story. But he has a lot of books and he doesn't want to get rid of a lot of those books again because they're reference books. So I have a meager 2 small boxes that are either duplicates from when we were in school because we went to school together, college, or some of my like nonfiction, or I'm sorry, fiction books that I've read and were willing to part with. I am a rereader, so I like to reread books. But there are a handful that I probably wouldn't reread, so those went. So it wasn't very many books, but if we can get rid of a book in our house, it is a very big feat. So, I there were just a couple other things as I move through the main floor. The kitchen, the only thing really here is this small little bullet blender. We had gotten this as a gift a couple years ago, but I despise it. It's small, so you can't really like make a whole lot out of it. Just like a single portion, and whenever you use it, it has like a mechanical, it's not mold. That black stuff isn't mold. It's like mechanical juice. I don't know. I know that sounds weird, but it just deters me from using it. So that's going. All of that little pile you saw was what I got from the main floor. I took that down and I called it for that day. So this is the next day and I'm in my closet. I had a little bit of a hard time, harder than I was expecting, mainly because I'm approaching clothes different than I think I ever have before. In high school, it was whatever I could look cute in, right? Or whatever everybody else wanted to wear, what was popular to everybody else. And when I was pregnant, and even before I was pregnant, and just gaining weight, I had such a different view of clothes anyway. So, and I'm cheap. So, whenever I did get pregnant, instead of buying maternity clothes because they're so expensive, I just bought larger clothes and that could transition. And so, I have a really hard time not keeping them for two reasons because we do plan on having another kid and they could come in handy. But two, like, what if my weight changes again? And this this could be good for, when that does happen. And so I did part with some things that I was really proud of myself for letting go. But I did hold on to just a very few couple things that I thought could transition to when we do have another baby, hopefully, that I could use kind of as maternity clothes. So anyway, but I only kept what I really felt good in. The other ones I got rid of. But at the same time, I am also going through and decluttering the spring and summer wardrobe, and then putting it away. The things that I can't layer in transition to the fall and winter wardrobe, I'm putting away and storing, and I'm bringing out my winter wardrobe and molding that into what I already have, except for the really heavy duty winter stuffs. That's going to stay put up, but you'll see me go through all that. I don't go through my husband's clothes. Uh, I'll have him do that at a separate time. We have a couple weeks, so hopefully I can get him to do that before then. But some of these items, as you see, they're just a little wacky, but I can't get rid of them. I'm not a sentimental person, but I lived in China for a short time, and a lot of these things come from that time in my life, and I don't think I'll ever get that back. And I it's okay to hold on to some things. You don't have to have items, physical items, but anytime I look in here, I just am filled with so much joy when I see that, and that's a balance that I have to remind myself because I'm more like you get rid of it, and I'm the opposite, I think, of a lot of people. I have to convince myself that it's okay to keep some things. So, anyway, I talk way too much. This is why I can't do like more vloggy talk while I do things because it just doesn't work. I don't get anything done. So, let's finish in my closet and I'll give you a quick overview at the end of all the things. I don't take my clothes to the basement. I don't want to have them in the basement. I'll keep them up here until we do the yard sale. But anyway, I'll come back in a short while, enjoy some music, and keep being productive. You can do this.
So go ahead and leave it. I don't know what's on your mind, and there's no way I can fix it. But you're also leaving me behind. Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Tell me all your secrets, 'cause I already forgot. I need to be stronger for my weakness. Oh, you think that I'm strong, but I'm not. Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Time races on, but I guess that we're not. A special bond. We came closer than we forgot. Yeah, we forgot. Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Won't you stay? Won't you stay?
Well, friends, I hope that this video gave you the encouragement you needed to tackle something that was robbing some of your mental peace, some of your mind space. It is vital, it is important, needs to be protected. And so I hope that's what it did for you. I was really encouraged by myself to see all of these things that I was willing to declutter. I'm really excited to see how the yard sale goes. I will probably bring you along and show you just anything else that I was able to get rid of, all the setup and what was left over. But guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.